A recent poll from Gallup, a private firm, has unemployment at 10.1% nationally. This is a different number than the Department of Labor's 9.6%. Why is the number different?
The government numbers are based upon a survey that is completed in the middle of the month, whereas the Gallup numbers continue to show the trends throughout the month. And so when Gallup shows a 10.1% unemployment rate at the end of the month, that is a reading that's real time, whereas the government numbers are actually about 2 weeks behind time.
Are there differences in the actual polling? If so, how do they affect the read of the results?
The government numbers are polls about 60,000 households across the nation. Gallup polls much fewer numbers, so they have a much larger margin for error. However, what we look at is trend lines, and the trend lines that Gallup shows are not inconsistent with the trend lines that the government's showing, and that is that our economy, if anything, is worsening rather than getting better.
The question of whether this recession is over has been floating around. However, to many, the economy is still terrible.
For the 14.8 million people who are unemployed in America, this recession is very real. Another fact is that the underemployment in this nation has increased dramatically in the last 2 months, with over 950,000 Americans, about the number of people who live in the entire state of Montana, being moved from a full-time work status to a part-time work status. These people show up as employed, but the fact is they're now underemployed because they're not making full-time wages. That shows that our economy, if anything, is being weakened by this Obama Recovery Act.
So whether it's 9.6% or 10.1%, it's still bad news for big government.
The era of big government is dead. It's time for the people to take the credit cards away from Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid. They're just too irresponsible to have them.